What's going on, y'all? You already know what it is. I'm coming back at you with another video. It's you and me on YouTube, subscribing to today. And you already know what it is. We got to get straight into the video topic for today. But first, turn me up. Now, when you think of anime, a lot of things can come to mind. Great fights, great characters, L fights, L characters.
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should kill yourself now.
Freaky dudes that are out here crushing on some of these characters. I am a victim of that. I'm not gonna cap. Tsunade, holla at me. Rangiku too, and Yoroichi. No cap, you get me lit enough, Big Mom can get it. I'm just saying.
I can't co-sign that, big brother, but I ain't mad at you for what you do.
But what if I told you there was a specific subset of anime fans that when they think of anime, they think of a bunch of zesty dudes with imaginary friends that throw hands. Now, if you're not particularly well versed in anime, you might be like, man, bro, keep them freaky dudes away from me. I don't want to get to know them. But if you are someone of culture, then you may know the anime I just described to be JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, this anime has been tossed around with me in conversations multiple times, whether it be online or IRL. But y'all know with me, it's most likely online. I hate people. I ain't going outside to do nothing but chase a bag. But you see, with this specific anime, I was very hesitant to get into it, primarily because of scenes like this.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on. That nigga gay.
Yeah, bro, that's zesty as hell, bro. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I don't know what else to add to that. Now, if you're someone who knows me personally, or if you're somebody who is a longtime member of this channel, you might be saying to yourself, man, 223 just yapping, bro. You be saying freaked out Diddy stuff all the time.
Oh, nigga, you gay.
As of the time of this recording, I quite literally posted on my Instagram story today when I found out that they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil at Diddy's house. I went to the store right by my crib, bought some, and posted a picture that said, and I quote, 999 more to go. I'm going to catch up to you at any cost, Diddy.
Brother, you're gonna get Jim Crow laws reinstituted for us. What the fuck are you doing, man?
I be saying crazy stuff, but I just be saying it and I be joking. I'm not trying to watch it, bro. So that's why I haven't gotten into this anime up until this point. But now I'm kind of happy I did because JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is hilarious. And if you don't believe me, have a seat. You already been here this long. Make yourself comfortable. So we open up to these two dudes just bullying this random girl. Niggas got that domestic violence riz. I don't even know what they going for. Just for this little dorky nigga with eyebrows that are way too big for his face to try and jump in and save the day. Bro goes rushing in and just gets absolutely folded. Look at these low impact punches. Bro is doing -1 damage per hit. This why you don't try to be Captain Save-A-Ho, bro. Now you're getting no play, no bots, no nothing because you wanted to impress the host. Bro is that one friend that completely switches up as soon as the baddies come around. You know that one friend that want a slap box out of nowhere and then start talking about how he could buy your mom or house and pay her rent. Like, bro, that's not your body. Like, what are you talking? Nigga, I gave you gas money last week. But we find out this cornball is Jonathan Joestar, only child of the Joestar family, which is like a big deal, I guess. And he's just a super chivalrous, all around good guy who just wants to help those in need, even though he has no skills or capabilities to do so. Bro, stay in the house. Like, bro, you think I don't want to help people? I'm 6'8", over 200 pounds, but I don't have hands, so I keep my ass at home.
I will punch the skin off your baby dad and make him pink. I'm just playing. I'm not even like that. Carry on. I love you.
So in the midst of Jonathan being that one suburban kid who has a really good life but listens to way too much drill music and now he thinks he's like that, he finds himself being introduced to someone who is actually like that. And this character will go on to be his adoptive brother by the name of Dio. And this dude, he's just the worst. I mean, he's the worst. I'm like, from the second he shows up, he might as well just have the words crash out printed on his forehead. Bro pops up with this over-the-top ass entrance, and then the first thing he does after introducing himself is kick the shit out of Jonathan's dog. Now, I personally have a precious, adorable, sweet, cute, loving little fur ball myself, and I just know if someone ever kicked her, they're not going home to tell that story to their people. Like, bro, you're dying today. And I remember hearing somewhere that the creator of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure loves dogs. So the reason why he did this is because he wanted to show how bad of a person Dio is for attacking one. Bro, figure out something else for him to do, bro. Have him do something to some people. I don't care about them. But Jonathan rightfully is mad as hell that Dio just hit his dog with a flying knee. Bro out here moving like Sagat from Street Fighter, but like strictly for animals. Nigga, chill out. And of course, Jonathan now wants to throw hands with the nigga, but they get interrupted by Jonathan's father. And now before I continue, I want to get into Dio's backstory because you gotta have some type of crazy backstory to just go around attacking innocent dogs. Like, look at this little nigga, bro. He's convulsing on the ground. That knee came from the pits of hell. So Dio basically comes from the exact opposite background of Jonathan. No coin, no nice house, no designer fits, no bitches. Well, I guess Jonathan ain't got no bitches. No hands. Well, nah, Jonathan the one that ain't got hands. Dio obviously got him. Look what he did to the dog. Bro, take him to the vet. He's not okay. So basically, Dio comes from a background of having a mother who died when he was very young. Along with that, he has a alcoholic father who basically just doesn't even care about him. And his father ends up getting sick, but somehow still tries to find a way to be abusive. Bro, you're dying. Worry about yourself. Why are you still trying to crash out on your son? I ain't even gonna lie. With this type of background, I see why Dio spazzing. That still don't justify him kicking dogs in the face, though.
You are a sick nigga, man. What is wrong with you?
The sickest.
There's only one living being you could justifiably kick in the face, and he looks like this.
Hey, big booty. Yeah, it's me again. Listen, I'm obsessed, okay? I'm obsessed with that booty. That booty is so beautiful and pumped.
Outside of that, bro gotta chill. But you already knew Dio was destined to be a crash out because he finally buries his father and this nigga spits on his grave. What the hell? Like, bro, when my dad died, we had our differences, but like, nigga, chill. What are you doing? So Dio proceeds to make this man Jonathan's life a living hell. Between abusing his dog, beating his ass, and straight throwing hands on him, and then, bro, why did you stab him in the eye with your thumb? This nigga just doing anything. And when I say anything, I do mean anything because Dio sees that Jonathan is happy with the girl that he failed to save at the beginning of this video, and what does he do? Bro pulls up on her with some of his crash outs and forces her to kiss him. And honestly, I'm just glad this is a shonen instead of a seinen because if you took Guts, Griffith, and Casca and put them in this exact same situation, it would have gone a lot worse. Man, I'm happy I didn't have to see that again. I'm already traumatized enough. So Jonathan finds out what happens and rightfully he crashes out. And in the middle of beating the bricks off of Dio's on the ground and decides that he's gonna pull out a knife. Bro, what are these UK nigga tactics? Chill out, bro. You're in the wrong. But before Dio could pull a central C, Jonathan's dad shows up telling Jonathan he's what, soft because he was attacking Dio while he's on the ground? Bro, this nigga Dio just softcore did some Diddy shit to this girl who had nothing to do with any of this. Unk, shut up! So 7 years passed and everything was looking good. Jonathan and Dio were doing good and it seemed like everybody was just very happy, but of course, this is anime. That can never be the case. And it couldn't be the case in this specific circumstance because in Dio's ever eternal attempt to avoid poverty, he was slowly poisoning his now adoptive father, being Jonathan's dad. But see, Jonathan caught on to all of this and obviously he wasn't a very big fan of finding this out. I mean, duh, nigga. Every single time Dio brings your dad a glass of water, he putting Fent in that shit. That's tough! So in an attempt to keep his dad from suffering from the same fate all the YN's gonna deal with in about 10 years, puffing on that galaxy gas, Jonathan goes to London. And this is where things get interesting. So out in London, Jonathan gets jumped by a couple youths doing the Yadman thing, yeah? For the mandem. But he shows them he's not about all that rubbish fam. Really laying it on the main youth, yeah? Wagwan, Jonathan really got hands in it. My bad, I can't keep doing this. I can't take myself seriously. But after that interaction, Jonathan has impressed the leader of this gang so much that he pretty much just thinks his shit doesn't stink. And the leader of this gang goes by the name Speedwagon, and Speedwagon, he's gonna play a pretty important role in the future. But it's around this time we find out Dio is also in London, or at least I think he is. I mean, they didn't specify it, but I'm pretty sure he is. And bro just walking around drunk as hell, gets into a fight with two dudes and decides, you know what? This mask that I'm gonna use on Jonathan, you know what? I'm gonna try it on one of y'all first. And amidst this sadistic ass interaction is how he finds out this mask actually does have a special power. It turns people into Vampires. Bro, what the fuck is this series, bro? Like, I am genuinely perplexed because as far as I know, there was nothing hinting at the fact that that is what this mask does. But now we got Dio throwing hands with Dracula. What is going on? So with this new information, Dio's entire plan to knock off Jonathan's dad has completely changed. And he pulls up back to the Joestar manor. Is it a manor? I don't know. Rich people have manners, right? Like Batman has a manor. I don't know. But he pulls up back to the crib and he's ready to cook something devious. But Jonathan catches him in the act and he tells him, bro, I got evidence. You're the one doing devious plots. Like, chill out. There's no reason to keep doing this. But just like expected Dio fashion, he fakes like he surrenders. Jonathan goes to arrest him. He stabs Jonathan's pops and he uses the mask on himself. This is why you can't trust these niggas. So mistakenly, they believe that they put Dio on a t-shirt, but they don't understand what he truly is now. So of course, he comes back. And when I say he comes back, I mean he comes back because Dio is not playing with these niggas. Like, I mean, bro pulls up and just straight massacres everyone in his sight. Then he finally starts throwing hands with Jonathan, and I'm not gonna lie, that is not looking good for you, brother.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
So Jonathan and Speedwagon just set Dio on fire. Got gang looking like Michael Jackson during the Pepsi commercial. But just like the king of pop, Dio won't stop till he get enough. He chased down Jonathan, who made his way to the rooftop, and now they're just throwing hands. Jonathan tackles Dio into the house, which is still on fire, trying to take himself and Dio out at the same time. You gotta love to see it. You gotta respect a nigga that's really so down to walk down his op, he gonna walk himself down along with him. But Dio manages to escape Jonathan's grasp, but it's not over yet because Jonathan uses the same spear he used at the beginning of this fight, puts it in the wall, jumps off of it. That's elite acrobatics, I can't take it from him. And he is determined to put Dio in these fires with him. And even though he couldn't reach him, look what the GOAT does. He uses his belt to latch on to Dio's leg. Jonathan manages to pull Dio into the fire, and I'm not gonna cap, this is kind of crazy, bro, because he pulls him into the fire, somehow gets Dio to get impaled on this statue, and then Dio says, I forgot, Jonathan gets stronger the more times he's defeated. This nigga get a Zenkai boost now? He a Saiyan? That's what we doing? Like, what is the balance of this story? When did this come out? Yeah, this came out after Dragon Ball, so like is bro just incorporating Zenkai boost into his like narrative? But that don't even matter. Jonathan somehow survives tackling another human being into a pit of flames. And no, I'm not just saying somehow to avoid explaining it. Bro, I have no clue how this nigga is still alive. But we fast forward to Speedwagon rushing to go see if Jonathan is okay. And in the middle of doing so, he realizes Jonathan is being cared for by a woman who has had to be pretty much staying up taking care of him around the clock. Hey, whoever this is, W nurse, you feel me? Like, bro, you don't have to do this. Just let bro get cooked. But we do end up finding out who this is, and I don't know if y'all have been paying attention, but do you remember at the beginning of this video, I told you how Jonathan was Captain Save-A-Ho getting absolutely no bitches, but guess what? The girl he saved at the beginning of this video is the same girl nursing his wounds. I guess it played out for him in his favor after all. Now there's a lot that goes into Jonathan finally touching down with Erina again, but that is going to be where I stop this video, only because there's so much more Phantom Blood that I have to cover. And hey man, as much as I love talking to y'all, I don't really think me making a video that's gonna be like 40 minutes long is in my best interest. But hey, I'm definitely gonna do a part 2, and if y'all want to see it, make sure you like, comment, and gotta subscribe. That's mandatory. All that being said, I'm not gonna hold y'all up anymore. Y'all little niggas have a good one. Peace.